Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman15 and welcome to another online battle for Medieval 2 Total War. This one's going to be rather lighthearted. It is an all-gun battle that I played a rather long time ago, and then I decided, let me upload it now. But before I get into the game, before we do really, I just want to say that you may have noticed that my uploads have been rather sparse, at least the ones that aren't hot seats, more than usual because, well, in essence, I've been very busy with APs, like AP exams that I have coming up next week, and I still don't know how to do calculus, so that's a problem. But yeah, it's been hard to get recording done, and I had soccer and a lot of stuff, but I'll be trying to get recording done. By the end of next week, actually no, a little bit after that, so in the middle of the next 2 weeks in the future, I will have a lot more free time to do a lot more recording, but until then, they may be a little sparse. But let's get into it. It is a rather lighthearted battle where we're playing as gun factions, pretty much, except for Moors. It's played by the Pirate of Jamaica, sheesh. Heaven, Pelham Bob from the hot seats, and Vet Plague. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'm playing as Milan. So let's go into it. Right off the bat, Milan and the Moors, or Aromini and Pirate Jamaica are going straight at edge. I'm rushing up all my arquebuses, and I have my musketeers down in the back of the line. I also have handgunners to use as pretty much an infantry force, and then I have a few units of monster revolts. The Moors themselves have a bunch of cannons, because why not? And he has a good portion of Sudanese gunners and handgunners. Now these are not the best range-wise. They are getting some shots back, and he's got his cannons firing, getting some kills on me. Pretty effective at the beginning. Look at him taking out my arquebuses. And my arquebuses are taking fire from his troops. And now he's rushing up his handgunners, so I'm rushing up my own as well. The other two are really far apart, so we can ignore them for now. Right now it's the very early on battle between us. My revolts are firing, launching off tons of volleys into these Sudanese gunners back here, which have very high attack for missile fire. And now we have some infantry engagements along with this. It looks really cool in this game with all the guns really. Excuse me guys, let me pause 1 second. Sorry guys for that interruption, but let's get straight up into the battle. Of course, considering that I have APs, I don't have the best optimum times to record, and this is one of them where I will be interrupted a lot. I can't speak English. I've been doing a lot of work. Mine is flustered. And look at all these explosions. Holy moly. My lines are being blasted to bits and pieces as we speak. And, but my handgunners are making progress, and the Moors are starting to rout. We have some large routes by these handgunners over here. And, it's very, very, not good. But then over here, he is breaking through my lines, and he's taking out my, arquebuses now, and he's pushing on this side. But the other, I'm taking the middle. He's taking the flanks, and I'm taking the middle.
Our men
but there goes his general,
slain
by my arquebuses, it seems, which is a very big change of power, because now he will rout, because these guys don't have the best morale, especially the handgunners, and it's going to give me a huge edge in our fight. And if you hear the vacuum in the background, again, I apologize, but I can't really control any of this anymore. I don't have the best time to record, so I have to record now. I'm really sorry, guys, but sometimes you don't hear, sometimes you do in the background, so I'll just talk and you can listen to my second voice. My second voice. And watch the death of armored handgunners and Sudanese gunners. But they are routing. His artillery is still firing, just taking out tons. Oh, that was a great hit right there. Right in front of the camera. But we are making progress, and I like how the gun battles go, just how they're all scattered and they look so chaotic. It's just, then you see some lines and just weird. It's fun. Gun battles are fun battles. Gun battles, fun battles. And he's got a few of these units still fighting. As for the Turks and the Spanish, they are moving toward each other right now, but right now it's just me trying to finish off the Moors and shoot them down. You can see these guys taking a few volleys. My musketeers are relatively intact, I think. Yes, they are. This one has like full. The other two are pretty good. The main brunt was taken by the arquebuses and my handgunners, because they fought in melee. And the handgunners do really well for melee. And I don't know where my general is, but I fear for him. Because generals are really important in this battle, because if they die, the entire army will rout very quickly, because guns are terrifying. You need criminal. And look at mine. He's actually like so beaten up. I probably should take him back. I don't know. I don't remember how this battle goes completely. I have a vague memory, but I don't know if my general dies. I really don't. And over here we have the beginning of some fire between the Turks and the Spanish. The Spanish have taken a lot of casualties, and they have only done a few upon the Turks. Not much else going on. These Janissary Musketeers are marching forward, and he's got a ton of bombards. But the thing that the Janissary Musketeers do not have, they do have melee, but he's lacking in numbers in comparison. The Spaniards do have much more higher numbers, but not as good range, so they are rather balanced armies. And also we have the Spaniards up on this hill, which kind of worries me, because he's going to take some volleys, I guess, at one of us. And now, you can see that the majority of the Moorish army has routed, and I'm now pushing in and taking out his artillery once and for all, and just trying to finish him off and just take him out of the game. Pirate of Jamaica, how dare you, playing as the Moors. But it was a good fight. He did put up a good fight. He was going for a more melee attack than I expected, tried to rush me, but at least I had a decent number of handgunners and my arquebusiers to take the brunt of the damage. Oh, musketeers did a lot of the actual physical damage with their guns and moral damage, which is much important. And his cannons did add to the cinematic effects, but I'm not sure how the rest did. And here we have a bit of a skirmish, I think, beginning between me and Paladin Bob. Did I mention this was a free-for-all? Yeah, it's a free-for-all. Maybe a 2v2 gun battle will be in order sometime, but I go in for a charge, just trying to, like, he has all the rest of the troops over here, so I'm just gonna take these two out and try and take this hill. It's very important to me, but it seems that he wants to be annoying and support Pirate of Jamaica in his fight for survival. My handgunners are beaten up, and my artillery is on the move. These revolts, they do some damage when they are in the right position, so I got them moving. I think I want to send them over to these Janissary Musketeers, kind of being the side of the fight between the Turks and also the Spaniards. And here I have stormed the hill and taken it. The Spaniards are in full retreat off our hill, which is good for us. Hopefully I can get a volley off and teach them for trying to take my stuff. How dare they? Oh yeah, let's go for the volley. Woohoo! One volley fired. You can see the backs of these musketeers. The backs of the musketeers, a lot of volleys taking out a good portion of them. A good sting in the back of his lines. Other than that, it seems the Spanish have set up upon this hill. He's got his musketeers really nicely placed, some rebolts and also some culverins to fire upon the enemy. And now it's more of a bit of a weird skirmish. I remember they skirmished for a long time, as you can see, for the battle. It was a really long battle. So we're going to go double speed through this, and if we don't see anything happen, we can speed up or slow down depending on what's happening. I think there is some last fighting going on around here. Yes, the Moors actually do have 2 units that lived, and I think I was like, okay, I can't go kill them, so let me just let them live for now. Or actually, he was trying to talk to me and become like a vassal army, if I remember. And I was like, oh, sure, I think at one point, and tried to kill him. It's a lot of, there was a little bit of diplomacy going on between us, but I was also setting up to watch over and intervene in this fight when necessary, because if it goes the wrong way, I lose. So let's, again, continue the speed up. We can look over at the overall lines from a faraway distance. As you can see, the Janissary Musketeers are slowly advancing, and we have this massive field for them to fight. Paladin Bob is now taking a firm stance upon this hill. I do think he has troops hidden, because that cannot be his entire army. He's got a few hiding over here. I'm not... Oh yeah, actually we have a fight going on between me and the Turks, a little bit of skirmishing. I'm going pretty aggressive, actually. At this point, you can see my revolts are being taken down. And he is shooting mine to bits, and I think pushing my musketeers for a fight, but actually then he backs off. So I'm not sure where it goes, but we're a little bit on and off with our fighting. he has to deal with, it's a little bit of a three-way standoff. I certainly do not have the advantage with by numbers or anything, since I just fought a large-scale battle against the Moors, and I kind of have them on my backs. So I think at some point I decide, let me just let them fight, and let me stay out of their fight. And the Moors, they're walking way back here. They have some cannons and some Sudanese gunners. Yep. And some handgunners. So a little bit of everything still left. I think he's trying to reclaim his cannons. I think that was his ultimate goal, is to reclaim one of his cannons and use it for my purposes. I'm like, that one cannon is not going to help me much. And aligned with me after I massacred his army. So we have some firing going on between these two lines. I don't think anything much is going on. Yes, nothing much at all. The Turks are slowly moving with their artillery, which he has a lot of. And he's got his troops moving up. It's a little bit of a back and forth, seeing who's going to try and make the first overall attack. Of course, Spain has the skirmish advantage over the Spanish, and we'll see how that goes, but it's a lot of back and forth. You see it goes 23,000. I think the last 2,000 is actual, like, main fighting. The rest of it's a lot of bombarding both ways. I'm trying to use my artillery now, because I think it's like the only thing I can for the rush. The Spanish are taking tons of casualties from these bombardments. As you can see, they're just decorating his land, but especially he's going up for the top of the country to go with these Culverines. And he's taking out the artillery, these rearbolts, quickly and rather efficiently. So it seems that the artillery engagement is going in favor of the Turks, but he has taken some casualties. Actually, over here, I think I am, yeah, I have taken my own attacks. I've been shooting my rearbolts into him, and actually I think they're out of ammo, and I'm setting them up for a charge, a noble charge. And, oh yeah, it is a massacre. You can just, they are taking out this rearbolt without any mercy, unfortunately, and it routes. And beyond that I have two more hiding up on the hill. Oh! Who just made defeat? Oh yeah! So, Pirate of Jamaica really wanted his little army over here, his cannons back, and he's trying to get them, and I shot him to bits. In essence, that is how it went down. I think, yeah, right here is where the last ones died. Somewhere around here. He was trying to get back to his cannons, and I shot him apart. I was just like, nope, no, not even a little bit. Not gonna have you on my back, not gonna let you get it. I think I tricked him into it too. Or actually, no, I said, he was offering me, and I said, okay, and then I killed him. I think that's how it went. I didn't trick him, it wasn't my own brilliance, it was his own folly for trusting me. I may keep my deals in hot seats, but not in a gun battle. Of course not in a gun battle. So let's once again go up to 6 times needed. Oh my god, look at these barrages. It's just an artillery fight to the max. Slowly but surely we have musketeers dying for Spain. And it's just going on for a long time. I decided, hey, let me try and get some volume off on him. And I think I do start firing apart at these musketeers. A little bit of a 2v2 on Spain. Or a 2v1 on Spain. My apologies. And yeah, I am taking out a good portion of these musketeers with these rearbolts. Especially the center of the line. And the Paladin Bomb is dwindling in numbers in forces. And it seems that the Turks are gaining the advantage overall. That Plague having a large force. I'm out of ammunition, so now I'm just chilling up on my hill, letting them sort out their fight. Of course, Paladin Bob's now going to be on the defensive. He has a lot less in numbers. He doesn't seem to have any. He's got some handgunners, a little bit of handgunners for melee, but I don't think he's got many. And the Turks have a lot of Janissary musketeers, and I'm not sure exactly how it ends. I really hope it does end. I do remember that I had to go at the end because it was taking a god-awful long time to finish this battle. And the artillery bombardment is going on for ages, as you can see. We got the musketeers taking some shots at the Turks. And now the Turks actually are marching up. can see their troops forming. I have my arquebuses moving up. Maybe I'm going to try to go for a volley. I don't know. I don't know if they... Oh, yeah, I'm going for some volleys at the backs. And it seems that the flank is turning to face both of us. I am taking out some of his Janissary musketeers on this flank. I'm being a pest to him, really. And now the... Oh, yeah, actually the Spanish have a lot of handgunners and a lot more troops than meets the eye. He was hiding them. Tricky Balboa was hiding things, going in force and whatnot. And the Turks do retreat a bit because he is dwindling in number. That wasn't a positive engagement for him. You can see a lot of dead troops along his border. And of course, he still has some troops, artillery ammo, and he's using it to the fullest extent, trying to bombard the Spanish skirmishers that are left. The Culverine is going up to take out this bombard. A little artillery fight, I suppose. Why not? Who will win? My bet is on the Culverine because they have charge, and yes, they do win. Taking out one unit at a time. And now he's going in for advance, and I have my army up as well, moving away from the Spaniards who don't want to engage them. And actually, he's got this poor Culverine unit being mowed down now. They work so well on the front lines, but right now we have the Musketeers just trying to protect these grand bombards, which probably are very depleted in ammo, but we'll see where they go now. Apparently he's going in for melee. These Musketeers are probably better used as not a melee source.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is.
Who's fleeing?
Press onward
It might be
and break
the
the
Turkish
spirit of his
general.
army.
I'm not sure, or it might be the Spanish. I don't see any Spanish troops fleeing, however. And we can look around for the general of the Turks. I'm not sure where he is. Or is this the Spanish general? Nope. No generals have been slain besides the Moorish general. Now we have the Musketeers moving up, and it is slowly gaining. I am gaining presence as the two take each other out. The artillery has been eliminated from the equation rather completely. The Grand Bombard is now pretty much silenced for a while. We have some engagements right now between me and the Spanish. A little bit of a weird three-way going on. We're all trying to take out the other without losing. And actually, I have some troops over here. I'm not sure when that happened, but it's a bit of an engagement. Now I have arquebuses taking on some Janissary musketeers. And I do outnumber him, but they do outmatch mine in ability of fighting and morale. As you can see, my troops are wavering and his are only shaking, even though they're a good deal surrounded. But the fight goes on. He also is turning the rest of his troops to face this, and at the same time I'm busy trying to fight off these guys. You can see my handgunners are now taking a beating over at the Spanish side. We're routing all around the show. Can't really advance. I think I have my general still hiding back because I don't want him dead. There he is. But apparently I'm going to send him out in the front lines now. Oh, no, we're actually going to fight now. Fight the Spanish. And now it seems the Turks are in a great position to take advantage of the fight between me and the Spanish. We really should be working together because I feel like the Turks have the best position to fight, really. And we're just going to take out these handgunners. They are wavering, so the Spanish are not at a good area for engagement right now. And I do have my musketeers ready to do a great volley upon him. Perhaps we really should be banding together. We sort of have an engagement going on over here. Grand Bombard is charging into these arquebuses. Hopefully I can take out some of these. Yeah, I am taking out some of these Janissary musketeers from behind. But now I defeated the Spanish in advance rather well. But now I have to deal with the Turks. And now they are sort of engaging. I think they're doing some skirmish types. And look at this widespread battle. It's just all over there are dead. And gains back and forth, but no real victory right away. We have some Janissary musketeers firing on my lines and really mowing them down. My general's still alive. I think I'm just an edge. One bullet might just kill him. And I'm trying to keep him alive because he's all I have. He's all I have. And yeah, the Turks now have a distinct advantage, I think. Of course, the Spanish still have some troops, but I'm at a huge disadvantage overall. I have musketeers trying to fight, but I'm not in a good position to get a volley off before he moves me down. And you can see more of my troops routing, and I'm just trying to pull away. I have the Spanish to deal with, and now I'm just being sandwiched overall. My army is being destroyed. In essence, we have the Spanish handgunners, and we have the Janissary musketeers firing in my back. I can't keep them both. I can't fight this battle very well. I don't know where my general is. He might be fighting somewhere here. I'm trying desperately to rout these guys, I think. Yeah, these handgunners here are shaking, so I might be able to, or now wavering, getting a charge in the back and getting some good kills as well.
Lord protect
But there goes our
us.
general
lies
slain,
upon
and
the
that's probably going to be
battlefield.
the end. Actually, these guys still rout me. So somehow I rout this unit. And the fight between the Turks and the Spanish is getting closer. It's a lot of skirmishing going on, and Paladin Bob still has a lot to fall back on. And I'm just trying to stay alive,
Only
fighting off
half
these
the
random
enemy
groups
force
of
remains.
troops. But overall, I'm being dwindled down piece by piece, and I can't really fight. The Spanish seem to have already in this flank, I think, and at this point it does look in his favor. It's switching back and forth, but in essence, it was never really in my favor. After I beat them, because I had too much of an army to not be a threat to both of them, and too little army to win, I think, after fighting the horse. It was an awkward medium. And now he took charge of these musketeers, these Janissary musketeers against my musketeers. I can't really get my volley off in time, I don't think. And now it's just a fight, and before you know it, my troops will rout to the general. And as for the Turks, they still have a few units scattered out here, but the Spanish do have a distinct advantage overall. That plague gets to finish my army off once and for all. And I think I should use this last unit just to try and help the Turks, because they can't really win now. Because they can, it's just very, very hard. Because he would have to fight in a melee, and that's the only place he can go. I'm not sure where his general is. I would love to know, but I don't know. We have a bit of a fight going on over here. Oh, there's the Turkish general. The Grand Bombard unit. I think that was a poor choice, because they can't really fight in melee. That's the best way to keep a general safe. And bombards are often subject to, you know, other artillery fire. And now we have a bit of a fight ready, preparing over here. I think it's going to go heavily in Spanish favor, and it might. As soon as the Turkish general dies, I think it's all over for him. He might be able to craft something if he
Our
tries
men
now,
have
but,
slain
no,
the
it's too late
Saracen
now.
general. Now we must send his men running
Now I
back
think
to
it's
the
all over
desert.
for the Turks, and this will probably go straight to Paladin Bob for the victory. Playing this Spanish and fighting very hard. We'll see who has the top kills, though, which is a different story. I think that might be me, but it also might be the Turks. They did better themselves. I would bet it's me, considering I took out this Moorish army and did substantial damage to both of the other armies, or at least decent enough for the troops I were given. And I still have some musketeers over here, just to try and give some last shots off into the Spanish troops. And as you can see, I am shooting down this handgun unit, but not enough. It is not enough. My hopes are futile. And all we have left is some Janissary musketeers fighting off these handgunners over here. And overall, there's just not enough Janissary musketeers left to fight off this entire Spanish army, and the Spanish will take day.
Praise to our
But
Lord.
actually, the general dies.
Our men have slain
So that might be
the enemy
consolation.
general.
Is
Now
that the
his men
Spanish
will
general
lose
is
heart.
dead. I don't think he can turn this around with this few troops, but certainly he's taking a lot of Spaniards down with him on that plague right now. Because these troops are not good in melee, and these are, but once they're surrounded, it's kind of doomed. One volley of some gunshots will probably rip the entire thing. But apparently Paladin Bob decides, let me go the old-fashioned way and finish him off with swords. And so he does. And it's just 21 noble musketeers fighting off this massive horde and actually doing rather well, cutting down tons of them.
Our men have fought long
And fighting
are
for a long
becoming
time.
tired.
But of course, the numbers are just too great. The odds are not enough for them, and they will rout among a horde of arquebusiers and musketeers. I think mostly musketeers. And that is the fight. And that is the end of the battle, I believe. How unfortunate. Yep, here we go. So, top kills does go to me, and top captures. Woohoo! But Vetblade getting the second highest amount of kills, and Paddle Pop the winner. He had the largest army, and I lost the most men, I think. Yeah, I did. Vetblade having at least did very well for his few number of troops. Paddle Bob lost a lot, but he has the most remaining. But good job by Paddle Bob. He really stuck it through. I thought, wow, Turkey was going to win halfway through. I completely forgot the end of this battle. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this gun battle. I want to play some more in the future. I do like those gun battles. And I'll see you all next time. So like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate every single like and every single comment, every single subscription, every single one of them. I do. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.